What? You're going to Brazil? Alone? As a woman? You don't speak Portuguese? You can't make it. You can't do it. Well, I'm here, guys. I survived. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about my 3 top tips to stay safe if you're traveling alone to Brazil, whether you're a woman or a man. But for some reason, for women, it's more like a shock factor, even though we're very capable of looking after ourselves. If you're a woman watching and considering going to Brazil and you're not sure, keep watching. I'll let you know how it went for me. And by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Amal. Traveled in the last 2 years non-stop, creating content around dance and exchanging with people, interacting. I've accumulated some wisdom and I know a thing or two about staying safe. So hopefully you find this useful. The number one thing to do in Brazil to survive is to pretend you're Brazilian. If you're out there looking like a tourist, yes, of course, people will think you have money, you're a target, you've got something to steal. So in my case, I don't know, maybe you can tell me in the comments, but apparently I look Brazilian. So most people came to me speaking Portuguese, and I don't know, it's weird because Brazilians all look different. So even someone's got like really pale skin and blue eyes, they can still look Brazilian. So it's a weird one. But apart from your looks, what you can do is like do what the locals would do. Like take the metro, don't be scared to take that. Walk around, wear Havaianas, for God's sake. Don't bring your whole suitcase with you. I made that mistake. Just wear simple things and you'll fit right in. You'll see in Brazil, people walk around in their bikinis. Sometimes men are shirtless, just with their Speedos and walking around in their Havaianas. That is the Brazilian, especially in Rio. The other thing that really helped me, that I'm really grateful for, is I made friends who were from each city I was in. So for example, in Rio, I made friends who lived in Rio. They just came up to me one night. I was dancing away, as I do, and I attracted these dancers who came and they're like, "Are you Brazilian?" I was like, "No." And we just started talking and then ended up doing the rest of Rio with them. And that was a safe thing because they knew the surroundings. There were people who were from good backgrounds. You know, I have a good background check as well of people. I trust my gut. And they were very nice and safe. So we went round and I explored with them and they gave me the best advice on how to stay safe as well. So always try to meet local people, see if what skills you can share with them, what artistry you can bring. In my case, it was dance, but maybe for you, it's something else that you have in common with people. I mean, it's Brazil, there's people with skills for everything, you know, from football to volleyball. So most people think solo travel is unsafe, but I disagree. Solo travel actually allowed me to go and meet these local people that I hung out with and that I stayed safe with. Also, when I met people who were not Brazilian, or if I bring someone with me who is not Brazilian, that actually attracts more danger because we then look like a group of tourists and therefore we are a bigger target and we're at higher risk. Also, Google Translate is your best friend. Or learn some Portuguese. If you're going to Brazil, really make sure you have at least some basics. I struggled so much, but I just survived with Google Translate. Sometimes it's just energy that talks. And when I felt like a good energy from someone, then they were very responsive. I'll be like, "Momento," and I would just take out my Google Translate and try to communicate like that. Okay, number second thing that really helped me in Brazil to stay safe alone as a woman is the fact that I had a safety backup wherever I went. I also have AirTags, so bring AirTags I had 4. So have your AirTags with you for your bags and also to keep with someone. So the location with that person and then with you, an AirTag that's always with you, so if you lose your phone, at least someone can locate you with the AirTag. So that was my big safety thing. Also having it in my camera bags. I have a lot of equipment, obviously being a content creator, so I have 3 different cameras and all different things. I never took those things out with me all the time, so I'd leave some stuff in a trusted place. An Airbnb, I never stayed in hostels because you never know. So I was in Airbnbs with a locked room and then really take with me the bare minimum, not all my money. Also, something I didn't do is take a shitty phone. I took my iPhone 13 Pro and that's the only one I have. So I was very lucky that I never got robbed, probably because I never took it out, I never risked it. But if I was to do it again, I would take a really shitty phone and just so I can walk around anxiety free, because I was always anxious when I took my phone out for Google Maps, which is the biggest thing you'll need your phone for. Okay, the third one, and probably the most important one, is just don't be stupid. Don't be an idiot. It's not just Brazil. I don't understand why everyone kind of lashes on Brazil for safety when really you wouldn't go out at night in the USA or in the UK, even where I live. I wouldn't go out at night in some dodgy area like some ends in southeast London or some gang areas in North London. I wouldn't do that at night. So why the hell would you do that in Rio or Salvador as well? It's just the same principles. Don't be stupid. Whatever you used to at home, do it there. It's not because you're on holiday and you lose yourself, and that's the mistake people make. They get really, really drunk and they think they're invincible and they can just do anything. Well, no. Like, if you do that in any country, you'd probably put yourself at risk. So don't do that in Brazil. Yes, there are areas, of course, that you will be in danger and there's guns and all that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I survived Brazil because I just didn't go to those places at night. And even when I did, I was with people who either lived in the favela or knew the place, or there was an organized party and it was fine. Just stay true to who you are and to your boundaries and limits, really. And that's going to keep you safe anywhere you go in the world, not just Brazil. So yeah. The other thing is also listen to your gut as well. So in my experience, because I traveled a lot more before Brazil, I've developed this like sixth sense. So if something doesn't feel right, it's probably because it isn't. So I'm not gonna go and venture and follow that thing and force it because I know it's not safe. And my instinct has told me it's not safe, therefore it's a good thing. And I have many examples of that actually happening. And the more I go against my gut, the bigger lesson I get to listen to it next time. So please do that. Listen to your gut. I've made mistakes as well. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh, this person is very cool, they have an amazing energy. But then energy is very different to intention. That's a big lesson I got from Brazil. Someone's energy and happy vibe doesn't mean their intention is pure towards you and that they'll listen and align with your intention of good, of whatever you want to bring to the table. Make sure you ask the right questions and you feel, when someone is telling you something about how they want to take you onto a project or a place, just make sure it feels good in your gut as well. Don't be scared to ask those questions. Even with limited Portuguese, like I said, Google Translate exists. Another thing is your mindset. I mean, many people said, okay, you came back, you didn't get robbed. Yes, I didn't get robbed. I was lucky. I was very lucky, yeah. I didn't get robbed. My heart got robbed. So corny. Oh gosh, that's another topic. Yes, I was very lucky, but mainly because I'm keeping this really happy, positive mindset, and I blocked out literally everything and everyone that told me something crap about Brazil. And even Brazilians told me, like, don't go, don't do that. I blocked it. Again, back to the gut. I followed my gut. I knew what my purpose was. I was going to dance. I was going to go to where Michael Jackson danced, my icon and my legend, my inspiration. So I just followed that and I made sure I lived each day as it came, even when things didn't look like they were gonna turn out to be fine. It was so difficult sometimes to reach out to people without any Portuguese. Let's go, let's dance, let's create. It was high energy, very, very high energy. But the one thing that saved me and that made me achieve all of this really is I believe that every day I woke up, I had it in my head. This is happening, like the dance. I'm here in Brazil. There's also that gratefulness and gratitude of being in that present moment, thanking whatever force brought you to that place. I was doing that on a daily basis. So much gratitude for the food I was having, for the air I was breathing, the landscapes. I was surrounded by so much beautiful nature, and thanking that every day, being positive, changing my mindset, accepting there are days I'll be in pain and feeling crap and being moody, accepting that and embracing the full spectrum of my emotions and really being true to myself is really that mindset that changed everything for me, that kept me safe, because as a result, I attracted that. Don't be scared, just be aware. Just be aware. Don't be scared, just be aware. And you will attract the people as well that will give you the same advice. So all these wonderful locals I met and did incredible dance videos with, they all said the same thing. And that's when I knew I was in alignment and I was attracting the right people, because they had this duty of care towards me, which I thought was really kind. And they were like, Amal, you're brave, first of all. I was like, really? I didn't think I was brave. Like, you're brave, just be aware. And I was like, thank you, because that is valuable advice that I love to take any country I go to, and what keeps me going and pushing me to do even more countries. The ones that people tell me not to go to is always a sign that I should go to those places. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're not going to be scared to go to Brazil. It's an absolutely incredible country. Please watch my other videos about Brazil for inspiration. Whether you're a content creator or not, whether you're into a nature, party, vibe, urban vibe, just go to Brazil. You won't regret it. It's a life-changing trip, really. And I hope I can go there again soon.